NECO JAMB examination. So if you're just joining us, so I say you're welcome. This is what we always do every single day, and we are going to be treating a question tonight. So I think by 9 o'clock we should be right on the class because we'll be right on this topic under this logarithm. We'll be right it off under this logarithm for today. So today life is to be the value of this logarithm. So guys, if you're just joining us, take today attendance by your name and where you're watching us from. That is very, very important. So let's take today attendance if you're just joining us. Let's take today attendance if you're just joining us. Let's start take today attendance if you're just joining us. I just start today take attendance if you're just joining us. So guys, let's be fast with it so we could start the class. Let's take today attendance if I just joining us. If you're just joining us, let's take today attendance. So let's take today attendance. Let's take today attendance. Let's wait for others. Let's take today attendance. So join us. Let's take today attendance. Please give a like to this live and share with your friends. Give a like to this live and share with your friends. Give a like to this live or share with your friends and share with your friends. So don't miss any part of this live tonight. That will be interactive class. So guys, if you're judging us, let's take today attendance. Let's take today attendance. If you're judging us, let's take today attendance. If you're judging us, let's take today attendance. We're going to go to the comment section, your name and where you're watching us from. So name where you're watching us from. If you're judging us, let's mark today attendance. Let's mark today attendance if you're judging us, your name and where you're watching us from. So give a like to this video, to this live. If you're judging us, please, your name and where you're watching us from. So guys, if you're judging us, your name and where you're watching us from. We're still waiting for little bit for others. We're still waiting a bit for others. So immediately it is 8. Immediately it is 8:05 when we kick off the class. Immediately it is 8:05 we kick off the class. So guys, if you are just visit our channel for the first time, I'll drop the link today, our WhatsApp community, that is our WhatsApp support group. So if you have any question, you can ask us there. So I will drop the link to join our WhatsApp community. So if you have any question, you can join our WhatsApp, our support community. If you have any questions, so you can let us know in the community. So I'll drop the link. So let's step back today at just if you're just joining us. Your name and where you're watching us from. So guys, I'm expecting. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you guys. So let's. So we can start. We can start today live class. That means respond before I kick off today live class. And I respond. Please respond your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from. So let's mark today attendance. Your name and where you are watching us from. So good evening guys, good evening guys, good evening guys. So welcome back to today mathematics lesson for this upcoming WAEC, JAMB, UTME and later examination. So if I just upcoming examination, this class is for you. And also if you are from SS1 to SS3, then this live class, a month-long class is for you guys. So let's take today attendance by introducing your name and where you are watching us from. Let's mark today attendance. Name and where you are watching us from. So let's be fast with that so we can move on with the class. So let's be fast with that. So if you're joining us, your name and where you're watching us from. So if you're just joining us, your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. So let's be fast with that. So we have 4 minutes to start the live. We have 4 minutes to start the live. We have 4 minutes to start the live. So guys, I'm ready for your best point. Be waiting for your best point, guys. Be waiting for your best point, guys. So your name and where you're watching us from. Take today attendance before we proceed to the live class. So give a like to this live and share with your friends. Give a like to this live and share with your friends. Give a like to this live and share with your friends. So guys, we have 2 minutes to start. We have 2 minutes to start. So if you're judging us, let's take today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. If you're judging us, please let's mark today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from. If you're judging us, your name and where you are watching us from. If you're judging us, so your name and where you're watching us from, so we can start the class. Hey guys, I'm waiting for your response. We're waiting for your response, so you can start the class. Your name and where you're watching us from. So guys, I'm waiting for your response. Let's be fast with that. Let's fire with that. Your name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's take to that. So let's start with the class. So others will be meet us here. Let's start with the class. Others will meet us. Others will meet us in the class. So yesterday, guys, I gave you we treat this. That is day before yesterday, where we treat about logarithm. We're enabled to state out law of logarithm and how to identify the laws of logarithm, in which we treat examples there. In which we pick example from the past question. For the JAMB past question, and we also pick example from the WAEC past question, and also we also pick another example from also JAMB WAEC also NECO past question. And we are able to solve the question 3, and that is what we did yesterday. And also we have been able to solve question 4. Also this question we solved here, this question 4 that we solved here yesterday. In yesterday's class, this is question 4 that we are able to solve here yesterday. So if you're joining us, take today, mark today attendance by introducing your name and where you're watching us from. So this question 4 we solve, and we are able to solve it in a step by step. Okay, that is related to move to question 5, and we're able to solve question 5 also. Okay, let me share with you the question 5. If you're just joining us, I would like you to mark today attendance by tell us your name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. That was very, very important. That on is very, very important. So this question 5 we solve. Okay, we're able to solve this question as a question 5, and when we meet further to continue the question 6, in which we're able to solve this question as our question 6. This question was picked for the JAMB past question, and we were able to solve it in that yesterday live class. So if you are just joining us, let's mark today attendance. So okay, that will be the question 7. Question 7 we gave you the question 7 as there as assignment for you guys to be submitted. I'll give it to 7 as assignment for you guys to be submitted. This is the question 7. You can see the questions to find without using logarithm table the value of. You have log 27 base 3 minus log of 63 base 1 over 4, and say log of 1 over 81 base 3. So if you're just joining us, I'll take today attendance by introducing, by go to the comment section, your name and where you are watching us from. Okay, that is how we used to take attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. So this is the question I gave you as a assignment yesterday in a yesterday live class. I ask you to solve this question. Okay, many of you that submitted the assignment, you made a mistake and wish you didn't got it correctly. So I will share the solution with you. Okay, I will share the solution with you. So if you're joining us, let me get mark today attendance by go to the comment section your name and where you're watching us from. So let's see how we can solve this question in this incoming, maybe this question in this upcoming WAEC examination or JAMB examination. Let's do this step by step now to solve this mathematics question. So let's look at the solution together. We have a log of the solution. So okay, before I proceed, if you're just joining us, please let's give a like to this live. Okay, your name and also where you're watching us from, that's also very, very important. Your name and where you're watching us from, it's also very, very important. So if you just joining us, let's mark today attendance by introducing. I've got the comment section, your name and where you're watching us from. That is much very important to mark today attendance. That is very much important. Okay, so let's move to the solution of it. So if we give you this question, if I give you this kind of question and you say that to find the value of log, okay, find the value of log 27 base 3 minus log 64 1 or base 1 over 4, okay, divided by, we have log 1 over 81 base 3. Let us to solve this question. It's quite very simple. What you just have to do here, if you look at the question, the expression we have here, if you look at this place now, this is as a log what base 3. What can we do here? Okay, if we look at this one now, this one has a 1 over as the base. Okay, and this one have 1 over as the number, 1 over 81 as the number. Now how do you attempt to solve this question now? Is really this one may be covered because a lot of you guys that submitted this question as a assignment, you made a mistake at this part. That is where you made a mistake. That is where you made a mistake. But before I explain that, let me first explain this part to make it more easy. I would like to break it back. I would like to solve this part and solve this part, and I also solve this part, and I also put it into the equation. Let me first of all deal with this. Okay, in this part now, if you still remember 27, we can say, okay, let me try to create space here. Okay, let me try to create space here. Now this 27, it's also the same thing because the base is 3. Okay, you can see that 3 raised power of what that will give you this 27. Okay, this place is 3 raised power of 3. 3 raised power of 3 will give us 27. We have 3 times 3, which is 9, times 3 will give us 27. So we can express this 27 as indices. Why did I use 3? Because I want to make this base and this number to be the same. Again, and that is why I have to use 3, and 3 raised power of something that will give us this 27. That's 3 raised power of 3 will give us this 27. Hope you are following the class. Now, the next thing we have to do here again, so if you look at this 81 also, this 81 is also can be written as with 3 also coming that 81. The 81 can also be written as 3 raised power of 4 will give us what? The 81. I get down 3 raised power of 4 will also give us this 81. So in that case, we can replace this by this one. Anywhere you see 12, we can replace by 3 raised power of 4, and anywhere you see 27, we can replace by 3 raised power of 3. Now let's take a look of this one that have the fractional base. If you remember, log of indices, that's negative log of indices. If you have 1 over 4, it's still the same thing as of writing it as 4 raised power minus 1. You understand that? This 1 over 4 is the same thing as what? As 4 raised power minus 1, because this is what negative inverse in what? Negative index. Negative index in according to the law of indices, this is negative index. So let's replace this. Let's replace this one with what we have here. 27 to be equal to this, and 81 to be equal to this, and this one 1 over 4 to be equal to this at this base here. So therefore, this our expression now becomes, we have a log of, okay, log of base 3. You have 27, that is 3 raised power of 3, that is minus, here I have log of, instead of write the base of minus log of 64, okay, log of 64, and also this base here is 1 over 4, and 1 over 4 is still the same thing as 4 raised power of 4 minus 1, and everything is divided by that is log of, okay, you have base 3, and this one it as well, this is 1, that is 1 over, and here we have our 81 is what? That is 3 raised power of 4, okay, that give us 81, that's 3 raised power of 4. I get it now. Hope you are getting to this extent. Hope you guys are following. So if we should look further, so do you guys have any question before I proceed? Did you guys have any question before I move to the next step? If you guys have any question before I move to the next step? Okay, let's go. So in this part now, what we just have to do here, when you have something like this, so we have 4 raised power of minus 1. Now when you say 4 raised power of minus 1, it's still the same thing, whereby you say that, okay, this place now, we have said that this one is equal to this, and we have said that this one is equal to this. So let's break it down. Let's use the law of logarithm. Here we give us a power law of logarithm. This also give us a what? A power law of logarithm. And also this place is called what? We have the base as a fractional base here, whereby this minus 1 will come to the inverse of this. I call the law of logarithm, and I showed you in our previous lesson. So let's express it the way it will look like if this question is given, if you have this kind of expression. Now this expression means that these 3 here are half index, we come at the back, we multiply by this log. That means that we have 3 what? Log work, but 3 base what? Plus 3 minus, in this place, this average index as the base here, it has index at the base here, so that this one will be inverse of it. The inverse of this minus 1 the inverse of this minus 1 will be multiplied by this logarithm here. That means that we have what? Minus 1 over, that's inverse of minus 1 over minus 1. Again now, 1 over minus 1 multiplied by this logarithm, that is log of what? Of 4, okay, 64. Again now, to be log of 4 over 64, and everything divided by what? Everything divided by, that is log of 3. So if you look at this space now, this also was a negative inverse, okay, you have 1 over 4 here, so that will be inverse of this. That means that this 4, it will be, that means that this 3 is raised by minus over 4 here, base power minus over 4 here. That is the meaning of 1 over this, because 1 over this is something as 4 raised power of what? Of this days. Why this one will be in the power, this 1 over, okay, let me explain this one in where according to the law of indices. If we have a raised power of minus 1, okay, a raised power of a minus n, it's still the same thing of this, or this minus here we have as index is 1 over, okay, that is what? 1 over, and this one to be equal to this a raised power of n, that is a raised power of n here. So that means that this 3 here represent as a base here as what? As a here, and this 4 here will represent as what? As n here, and when you have this one can be interpreted as this. So that is why I have it what? 3 raised power what? Minus 4. Again down, that is why we have what? 3 raised power of minus 4 here. So therefore in this place now, let's try to put more space here. Let me try to make more space here. So in this part here, we can make it easy now. If you look at this place now, this one log, if you still remember log logarithm, if you have a log of log a log of a number a and they have the same base as a, this one will give us as equal to what? 1. If we have a log of log of a number and that is the same number as the same as the base, will give us what? 1. So that means that this log we have here, it will be equal to 1. Okay, log 3 base 3 it will be equal to 1. So that means that we have 3 open bracket, this one becomes 1, that's as 1 to be minus, that is close bracket minus. Okay, now in this place also we have 1 over minus 1, and in this place, if you still remember something here we have 4 is common, we have base a as 4, so we can also make this one as 4 base power of something that will give all this what? 64. That's 4 base power of 3. That's 4 times 4. That is 4 times 4. That is 16 times 4. That will give us what? So that will give us what? 64. So that means that our 64 is also equal to, that is 4 base power of what? Of 3. Again, we give us 64. So this one can be expressed as log of what? Can be expressed as log of base 4 of 4 base power of 3. Again, now we give a 4 base power of 3, we give us this 64. Now everything to be divided by. Okay, now this one minus 4 will come to the other part according to the power law of logarithm. This one therefore multiplied by this log here, that's the half of minus what? 4 log of 3 base 3. Again, now that is log of 3 base 3. Now the next step we have to do here, let's take a more space. In this space, 3 times 1 we have it as 3. Okay, minus. Now in this place now, this 3 here, we have to come to this power of this 3 will comes to this part here. So this means that we have a 3 multiplied by this, multiplied by 1 over minus 1. We have log of, that is 4 of 4. Log of 4 base 4, and everything here is divided by what? That is minus 4. And if you still remember this one, according to the statement I did here, this one becomes what? Because log of 3 and base 3, they have the same as the base, so that's when this one becomes 1. So this one will be multiplied by what? By 1. I have to put in bracket. Now let's move to the next step. Now here we have 3 minus, so this 3 is subtracting from 3 times 1 here, that gives us what? 3 over minus 1. Okay, that gives us 3 over minus 1. And this one, this log 4 base 4, it will be equal to 1 because they have the same number and also the same number as the base. That will be what? Equal to 1. So we have to multiply by this, and everything here is divided by what? That is minus 4 times 1. That gives us minus what? 4. So therefore, this one leads to simple mathematics now. This one now becomes a simple mathematics now. So in this place now we have a 3. Again, now we have 3 minus. So in this way, if you have 1 times 3 here, that is what? 3 divided by minus 1, that gives us as what? Minus what? 3. We have minus 3, and everything is divided by what? Minus what? 4. Okay, please how do you get 1 over minus 1? Okay, or why you say that 1 over minus 1? Because the class, you're not following the class, I'm asking the question, you guys we following the class, you're not following the class. So the 1, okay, why they did that 1 is per minus 1 here? What I explained here is that it is this one because 1 is per minus 1 here is as in different way. If you add this word, okay, I mean the 1 is per minus 1. Okay, you're talking about this one, right? Are you talking about this part? I get this 1 is per minus 1. Okay, let me explain it from this place. This is why I get that. Now, you know, from this place we have for this one. Okay, let me start again for this for the question. In this place we have 1 over 4. Okay, we have 1 over 4. So in this 1 over 4, according to the law of law of logarithm, they have inverse or they have power as the base, because 1/4 is the same thing as writing what, according to the law of indices, the same thing as what, 4 raised power minus 1. That is what I get this for 4 raised power minus 1 I have here. And now, according to the logarithm, okay, according to the law of logarithm, let me share with you the law of logarithm that stated this, and that is what I did here. When I stated the law of logarithm for you guys, that is why I said it's very, very important to know that law of logarithm very, very well. So if you look at this law of logarithm here, that is sixth law here. This our log base log of p a raised power of n. So this n, if this n want to move this n, we have to come to be multiplied, this n to be inverse of it, and the inverse of it will be multiplied by what, by this logarithm here. So that is when I have it like this n will come to this part, that will be inverse of it is the average like this, and also this n to be equal to n raised power what, minus 1, and multiplied by log p base a. That is the same thing, the same expression we have here, is the same expression I have in this question 7 here. It's an expression I have this question 7 here, in which I did here that what this one minus here, this one to be inverse of minus 1, that is 1 over minus 1. So that is when I have what, 1 over minus 1. The inverse of this one, when it comes to this part, becomes what, 1 over minus 1. I get down. That is when I get what, 1 over minus 1 here. I get down. That is what I get is of 1 over minus 1 here, and that is how I get that the question asked me 1 over minus 1. That is a step by step and how I get that 1 over minus 1 here. I hope it is well understood now. So can I proceed to the next step? So when it comes to this place now, I said that this one, since we have log base 4 here, so what can we do to make this the 4 as 4 here? So that is also that 4 raised power of 3 here will give us the 4, and that is when I get this what, put it here. This 4 raised power of 3 will give us the 4. Now we remember the power law of logarithm, where this one will come to the other part here. That is why this 3 multiplied by this will multiply by 1 over minus 1. And we have log of 4 base 4 here. So this log of 4 base 4 also is equal to 1. Okay, now so 3 times 1 here, we have 3 over minus 1 here, and this one becomes 1. Again, now 1 times 3 and also divided by this minus 1 will give us minus 3. So that's I get this minus 3 here, and this one as a constant we have here. Now from this place now, that is where we stop. So from this place, for this place now, you can see what minus times, we have considered minus times minus here, that give us what, plus. I get that we have plus here. So that means that we have for 3 plus what, 3 plus 3 we divided by minus 4, so that will equal to 3 plus 3, that give us 6, okay, divided by minus what, 4. Now if you look at it now, something is common by 6 and 4 here. So here what is common here, that is 2. The 2 can divide by 6, that is equal to 3, and also 2 can divide by minus 4, that is equal to what, that is 2. So here we have minus here, so the answer to be equal to minus what, this minus we affect is, that is minus what, 3 over 2. So it means that when you have this question, the answer is equal to minus 3 over 2 is equal to minus 3 over 2. So that is step by step to solve this mathematics question. I hope it is well understood. I hope you get this. I hope you are getting this. I hope you guys are getting it. I hope you guys are getting it. So if you have any question, you can let me know. If you have any question, you can let me know before I move to the next before I move to the next question. Okay. Okay, no question. So no question. So let's move to the next question. I would love to introduce. I would like to share with the solution with you in this life. I think by this, let's move to the next question. Let me try to create a space for the next question. Let me rule this one out. So for you, in case you want to read the material, you may be finding it difficult. So let me try to rule this part out, this one out, because it is not included to this. So let me, okay. So let's move to the question. So this one is question 7. So let's move to question 8. Let's move to the question 8. So let me share with you the question I had for you as question 8. So this question, I'll pick this question from JAMB past question. I'll pick this question from JAMB past question. Let me try to look at the question on. So this question is very simple, but it's somewhat logical. So the question reads that what is log log of B7? We have the that is open bracket, that is 49 is part of A. Okay, 49 is part of A, close brackets, and we have minus, that is log of, okay, log of base 10, okay, and everything open bracket, that is 0.01. Okay, we have to close bracket. So what to find what is be the log of this expression? What will be the log of this expression? We have this. It has options, but I wasn't able to write the option out. So what would be the log of this? If we're given this question to find the log of this, so what would be the log of this, and how do you solve this mathematics question? If this question is being given in this coming examination, how do you attempt to solve this question? Okay, can you give it a try to this question? How do you attempt to solve this question if you give this question? How do you attempt to solve this question if you're given this question to solve? It is very simple. What you just have to do, let me write the expression out. We have the log, okay? Now the log of 49. 49 is part of A, base what? 49 is part of A. We have base 7 and we have minus. We have the log of, okay? We have base 10. We have this one, we have 0.01, close brackets. So we're trying to find this question. The first thing to come to your mind, you can see this base here and this base here, they are not the same. The base here and this base, they are not the same. So what can we do? Since this base and this base are not the same, what can we do here? Now in this base we have 47. If you look at it now, this base 7 is common to this 49, right? Rather, it's common to this 49 here, if you look at it very well. And also let's come to the second part here. We have it in a decimal number. You can easily convert. If you have something in decimal number, you have to convert it to what? Either you convert it to fraction, okay? Either you convert it to fraction, or you make it as the index. You can make it as standard form, okay? If you convert it to fraction or you make it in standard form, you still get the same answer. But for the sake of this video, for the sake of this, like, I would like to convert this one to I would like to convert it to I would like to convert this one to index form. Again now, whereby this one becomes 10 raised power of what? If you look at this place now, it's divided this one by this. If you want to write this one in standard form, it will be 1 multiplied by 10 raised power of what? I mean minus. Again now, that be 1. This one, if you convert this one in standard form, that's right, 0.01. Okay, 0.01 convert to standard form. That be 1 multiplied by 10 raised power of how many zero at the front here? That's negative. That is minus what? Minus 2. Okay, 1 times 10 here, 1 times 10 raised power minus 2 is to give us what? 10 raised power what? As minus 2. So this one, if we converted to index form, it will be equal to 10 raised power minus 2. We give all this. And also, since this 7 is common to this 49 here, if we know that if we have 7 times 7, okay, we give us 49. So that means that we have 7 raised power of 2, we give all this 49. Now, if we should put it to this place, now what we have here, let's put it to this, and then we'll solve the step by step together. Let me try to create more space here. So in this place now, if we should make it here, so in this place, that to be equal to, let's put this one into this, let's put this one into this, and let's put this one into this, and then we make our answer, our calculation very easy. I hope you are following the class. So in this place now, this one to be equal to, if we have a log, okay, log of 7, log of the 7, this 49 is because of that is 7 raised power of 2, okay, that gives 49, and also it's raised power of what? Of this a, again minus, we have a log of, okay, we have base 10. So this 0.01 is equal to this 10 raised power minus what? 2. I get now. Now this one can be say open the bracket here, 2 times a here, that give us 2a. So that means that we have a log of 7. Log of 7 what? 7 raised power of 2a minus, and this one becomes this minus 2 will come to this part here. Again, this minus 2 will come to this place here. So that we have minus what? 2 log of 10 base 10. Again, 2 log of 10 base 10. So let me do the continuation for this part. So now from this place now, this is the power law of index. So it means that this 2a will multiply by this logarithm here. So here we have what? As the convincing that so the 10 that raised power of 2 is convincing 10 raised power of 2. This place, right? It's not 10 raised power of 2, it's 10 raised power of minus 2. When you convert this is 0.01, when you are converting it to if you want to write it in index form, or if you want to write it in a standard form. Again now, if you want to write it in standard form, so if you count it now, this one, we have that one. So is 0 in a short way, how many 0 do you see before this one? Because this number here are this example of standard form that is less than 1. So you have 0.01. So at this front here, we have 2 0 here. That is why I said that 1 multiplied by 10 raised power of minus 2. I get now. So 10 raised power 1 times 10 raised power minus 2 is the same thing as what? 10 raised power minus 2. I get now. That is the same thing as 10 raised power minus 2. Or if you also convert this one to, decimal, if you also convert this one to fraction, okay, if you also convert it to fraction, if you have what 0.01, if you want to convert it to fraction, take this one. Again now, how many digits do you have after this decimal point here? We have 2 digits. We have the 1, we have 2, that is 2 digits, right? And this 2 digits, the 2 digits, because what? That is 100. Again now, that is what? 100. So it means that we have 1 over, okay, 1 over 100. And 1 over 100 here, this 100 here, is it the same thing? This 100 here, is it the same thing as 10 raised power of 2? That is the meaning of 100. This 100 is the same thing as 10 raised power of 2. Again now, so when you place 10 raised power of 2 here, okay, I thought it will be 1 over 10. 1 over 10, then we be divide it. No, it won't be 1 over 10. No, listen to what I'm explaining here. It's not 1 over 10. Either you write it in standard form or you convert it to fraction. when you convert to fraction, that is what I'm explaining here. If you convert to fraction, you count after this decimal point. How many digits do we have? We have 2 digits. That 2 digits becomes what? We are divided by number we have here. You're divided by what? 100, because it's 2 digits. 1, 2 is 2 digits. Assume it's just only 1 digit. Is then divided by what? It will be 1 over. It will be assume it is just 1 digit. That is where you get it as 1 over 10. Because it's 2 digits after the decimal point, that is why it's given as 1 over 100. It's not 1 over 10. I get now it will be 1 over 100. So now this 100 is the same thing as 10 raised power of 2 will give us 100. That is 10 times 10 will give us 100. Now we replace it here. This one now becomes that is 1 over. This will not become this 1 over 10 raised power over 2. And if you still remember in indices, if you have let me from this place, let me write it from this way, let me put it here. Okay, you understand now. So for this place now, we have 1 over 10 with power of 2. If you apply this one in indices, that is negative law of indices. So this will be equal to, that will be what that is 10 with power minus what 2. So this is what I guess either you write it in standard form or you convert it to decimal fraction rather. This is what we still get. So that is what I get this, what 10 with power of this. So in this case now, this minus 2 we multiply by this what we come to this back of this log here. That is what I have it like this. I get them. Let's have it like this. Now let me back at this one to avoid correction in case if you want to be reading it. Now for this part now, this 2 here, this 2a here will come to this part here. That remains so that is 2 or 2a log work, 2a log of 7 base 7 minus we have what we have minus this one also have we have minus what 2, and this one also, and this one also becomes that is log of okay, this log of 10 log of 10 base 10 will give us as 1. So here we have 1 here. Again, we have 1 here, and also if you look at this one also becomes 1 because log of 7 base 7 will also give us 1. Again, also give us 1. So that means that in this part, that is 2 or 2a is multiplied by 1. Okay, and here we have what minus open bracket that minus 2 multiplied by 1 that will give us minus 2, because minus 2 times 1 will give us minus 2. So this place will be 2a times 1 that give us as 2a. Again, so minus times minus here that gives us as plus what? Plus 2. So it means that this expression, if we have a question like this, so what is this number? Log of 49 is power of a base 7 minus log of 0.01 base 10. This will be the answer. These are the step by step to solve this question. This is step by step to solve this question. I hope it is well understood. So this is the answer to today's mathematics question. I hope it is well. I hope it is well understood. I hope it is well understood. So if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. And if you don't have any question, you can say we should proceed with the class. Okay, well understood. Okay. So let's move to the another interesting question. Let's move to the another interesting question. Let me also give you another interesting mathematics question. Under this number base. So after this one, we will call it a day under this topic. So in the next field life, we will move to another interesting topic. We will move to set theorems. So let me share with you with this question. This question is from WAEC past question. I also find the same question from JAMB past question. So do not joke with this question. It is very, very important. It is very, very important that you may see this question in this upcoming examination. So it is very important for you guys to be aware of this question and you guys to know how to solve this question in case you see the similar question in this upcoming examination. So let me share with you this question. Let me try to go up. So I say I have a space up here. So let me write the question. That is be questions. That should be question 9, right? That's question 9. Okay. So let's look at the question. The question is we are given that let me writing. This is given that we have log, okay, log of base 4, that is like open bracket y minus 1 close brackets plus we have log of base 4. Okay, log of base 4, we have open bracket, that's 1 over 2 of s, 1 over 2 of s, okay, and everything is equal to 1. And also we have another equation, and we're given another equations that look like equation, and we have a log of, okay, base 2, we have open brackets, that is y plus 1 close bracket, we have plus, we have the log of we have 2 of s is equal to, you have 2 is equal to 2. So we're told to solve. Okay, the question says you solve for s. We're told to solve for s and solve for s. Okay, let me try to write this one. So the question says to find for s and for s and y. So we're told to find for s and y. So if you're given this question, how do you attempt to solve it? If this question is being given, how do you attempt to solve it? You can see the question, you can see how this question, you can see how it look like. So how do you attempt to solve this question? If this question is being given, how do you attempt to solve this question? This one relates to equation that is simultaneous equation. This is simultaneous equation that leads to logarithm. Question of logarithm that leads to simultaneous equation. This will speak for the area of logarithm that leads to simultaneous equation. Now let's look at the solution to solve this mathematics question. Look at the solution to solve this question. Let's look at the step by step to solve this question. So how do you solve this question? If you find this question in this incoming examination, how do we? So we need, okay, so we will need the material, sir. Okay, I will drop the material for you guys. So after today live class, I'll drop the materials for you guys to the group. So immediately after this class, you will message me on WhatsApp. Okay, message on WhatsApp is only for this material, is only for the student that attend the live class. So if you don't attend the live class, I won't send the materials for you. It's only for students that are attending the live class, because the way it is being written is a student that apply to the math class that can understand the way it's being written. So if you're given this question, okay, how do you attempt to solve it? It is quite very simple. Now let's for the first write this first expression out, this equation out. Let's write it out. We have the log of, okay, log of base 4, okay, open bracket, that's y minus 1 close bracket, and we have plus, okay, we have the log of base 4, and we have 1 over 2, everything multiplied by s, is multiplied by s close bracket, and also equal to 1. That is the expression. That is the first expression. Now let me first solve this expression there, and then I'll solve this expression there, and then we'll take it together. Okay, we have two expressions, and that is two equations. So if I solve this expression, now how do we solve this expression? If we should look at this place, we have this log before is common to this part and this part, they are common to each other. Now when you say they come to each other, you can take the one log base 4, so we put this one in brackets. So log before here, it remains what the first base, the first number here, which is what, that is y. Okay, y minus 1. So s into the bracket. You know that this plus will change to multiplication. Plus will change to multiplication according to the law of logarithm, or also according to the law of logarithm, the plus here will change to multiplication. That means that it is multiplied by the second number, which is what, this one. Let's don't be confused at this point. This 1 over 2 multiplied by s is the same thing as say s times 1, that is s. That is the same thing as s with power of 2. So this one becomes of s with power of 2 here. I have to close the bracket to be equal to 1. Are you following? Now, from this place now, if we should multiply this, okay, multiply this one like this, it will be equal to, that is log of, okay, base 4, y minus, open bracket, y minus 1 is multiplied by s with power of 2. It is the same thing by saying that we have s over 2 multiplied by, we just open bracket, that is s open bracket y minus 1 close bracket, is the same thing, so that will be equal to 1. Now, you want to make this left hand side there and the right hand side there, they have the same base. We want to make it to have the same base. So how do we do that? To make them have the same base, how do we do that? Okay, the base are the same, then we take it together. Okay, good. So you're following the class. So let's, oh, if you're just joining us, so we have missed, you have missed some parts of this class. There's no, now where we're standing. So we're standing, we can still have the recorded video. We can still have the recorded video. So let's move to it. So from this place now, we want to make this what, this left hand side there and the right hand side there, they have the same base. Okay, what can we do to be 4 base power of something that will give us what, this one? Okay, we want to make the base as this log base 4 here to be equal to this one here. What you just have to do, this one is equal to log of 4 base 4. Log of 4 base 4 will give us 1 according to the law of logarithm. Okay, according to the law of logarithm. Okay, Oluwaseun, we are just joining us. You have missed because we started from 8. You have missed. Don't worry, I will drop the, after the live, I will drop the recorded video. I've done the recorded video, so you can check it out after the live. I've done the recorded video, so you can check it out. So before the class, we just started this question 9, we just started it. So if you have any question, you can ask. And this question 9, do not joke with it. It is one of very important questions you should be expecting this upcoming examination, so do not joke with it. Okay, let's back to the business. Now we have what I said that 1 is the same thing. If you still remember the law of logarithm, if we have a number, we have a log of a number, and they have the same thing, the same base of that number, it is equal to 1. Since you are working towards, we want to make this base and this base the same. Okay, so that is the reason why I have towards it to be of log 4 base 4. Log 4 base 4 will give us this one. Now that means that instead of writing this one, you will replace by what, of log of 4, is replaced of log 4 base 4. So therefore this one becomes of log of base 4, open brackets. Okay, open bracket, that is what, s over 2, and multiply by open bracket here, we have y minus 1. So a close bracket is part of open the bracket to be equal to, instead of writing this one, you replace by log 4 base 4. So that is equal to, that is log of 4 base 4. Again now, you have log 4 base 4. If you look at it now, this part and this part, log 4 is common to both sides. So this means that this log 4 here can cancel this log 4 here. Again now, it now remains what? It remains what? S. Okay, it means s base power of 2. Okay, s divided by 2, and also open bracket y minus 1 close brackets. Again on to be equal to, this one remains 4. We have 4 here. Again now, we have 4 here. So from this place now, let me try to create space. So from this place now, we can, this place is the fraction. Let's find the means to cancel these two from this part here. Find the means to count this two for this part here. If you want to count this two for this part here, we have to multiply both sides there. Multiply this side and this side. We multiply what? By 2. Multiply by 2. So when you multiply by 2, this two will cancel for this place. 2 times 2s here, this two will cancel. That means that we have our s, okay? S of bracket, that is y minus 1 close bracket, and to be equal to the 2 will multiply by this 4. 2 times 4 here, that gives us what? As 8. Again, now this will give us as 8. Now if you want to make it an equation, you can make this one as equation like this, or you can open this bracket. So s times y here, that is what? Sy minus s times minus 1, that give us as s, and to be equal to, we have what? 8. So let's call this one equation. Let's call this one equation 1. So we are back from this part here. We break it down to this part. We have got this word as equation 1. Faith. Okay, wow, welcome to live class for Ibadan. So you're welcome from Ibadan, but you are a little bit late. Though we started, we still have the recorded class. So we have done with this one. We have covered this one onto our equation. So for this lesson, we are enabled to what? Okay, please come again. Okay, where should I come again from that part? Which one should I come again? Which part should I come again? It is from this place or where? Oluwaseun, are you saying from this the last step here before I write this one out? Is this where I open this bracket? Is it I should come again? I need the rest point for you guys before. I need the rest point. So let's move to the second equation. Let's write the second equation that we're given out. Alright, second equation that we're given out. In the second equation, we say that for log of a number. Okay, you say that from the let me explain that again. So what I just did here is very simple. You know, this place, you understand the way that I get this one, log base 4 here. You understand the way that I got log 4 base 4 here. Okay, 1 is equal to log base 4. Okay, let me explain it. Now, in this place, 1, according to the law of logarithm, if you have a number, if you log of a number that have the same base, okay, log 4 and have the same base as the 4, so that will be equal to 1 according to the law of logarithm. And if it's something like this, if you have a log, okay, according to the law of logarithm I explained to you in the previous, if you have a log of a, okay, and that a have the same number, the same base as a is equal to 1, the log of a number I had the same base as a, as that particular number is equal to 1. So therefore, since we are working towards log base 4, so that means that log of it to be 4 of this base 4, which will give us this one. So that is why I have what? I have replaced this one to be equal to log of 4 base 4. Again, now that is why I replaced log of 4 base 4. So this place now, since log before is coming to both sides there, so this log before we cancel the log before here. So it now remains what? This s. Okay, it now remains what? This s multiplied by this s with power s divided by 2 multiplied by this. Okay, why this one remains 4? So that is why I remains what? 4 at this part. Now this one is in fraction, that is s over 2, and this one is not in fraction. Now we want to make this one, we want to cancel this fraction for this part. That is why we multiply this part, we multiply this side by 2, both sides by 2. So this one multiplied by 2, this also multiplied by 2. So if you say 2 multiplied by this, so 2 multiplied by this, so 2 times s with power 2 times s divided by 2. So it means that these 2 we cancel this 2 here. I get now. So it remains what? It remains s. Again, now it remains s. So 2 times 4 here, we have this 8. Again, now, so we have this 8. So now if you open this bracket down, s times y here, we have sy, and say s times minus 1 here, we have minus what? S. And this one have 8 here. So that is one. This is our equation 1. I hope it is well understood now. I hope you got it now. So before I move to the next equation, I hope you got it now, Oluwaseun. I hope I'm free to move to the next question. I hope I'm free to move to the next equation that we're given. So I'm waiting for your response. So let me write the second equation that we're given. The second equation we're told to for the second equation is that log base 2 open bracket y plus 1 close bracket plus log base 2s is equal to 2. So let's put it into, let me write it out. That is, let me write it out here. So let me write it out here. We have this one because log, we have log of base 2, we have s plus 1 close brackets, and the second one is a plus. We have the log of base 2 of s is equal to, we have 2 is equal to 2. Now this is the second expression that we're given. This one will lead to simultaneous equation. So let's solve it step by step. So the second expression that we're given is this. This is the second expression that you're given. Now the same method we solve this first expression is the same method we have to solve here. If you look at the first step here, you look at this part here, log base 2 is common to log base 2 here. I get now. Log base 2 is common to log base 2 here. So you can take the log base 2, let's take it out. Okay, since it's common, we take it out. That is what log of base 2. Open the big brackets. Now in this first step here, we have the first number here, which is open bracket, that's y plus 1 close brackets. Again now, and the second number here is what? Is s. Why this word plot will change to multiplication? That is multiplied by what? By s. So I have to close bracket to be equal to 2. To be equal to 2. Now in this place, now if you say s times this, that will give us s. If you use s to multiply by this bracket, that means that we have a log what? Of log base 2. S times this, that gives us s times y here, and that is what? Sy. S times 1 here, that is plus what? Plus s. Okay, to be equal to what? 2. Now what can we do? This one is s, so okay, this one, let me try to clean it up so we can see it clear, can see it well. So let me write it here. This one is s times y here, that give us what? Sy. Okay, this will give us sy. Now what can we do to make this one, this right hand side there to be the same thing as log base 2? So this log base 2 can cancel log base 2 here. That was the same method I explained here. That was the same method that I explained here. So it means that in order to get this one, to make this log base 2 to come to this place to have the same thing as this, so what can we do? That we make this one as log, can be expressed as log base 2. The first is to cut your mind down. Remember, if you have log of 2 base 2 will give us as 1, and in this place is not 1, we have 2. Again now, this place is not 1, we have 2. Now how do we get the 2? What you just have to do here is to count your mind that you have to raise to power this 2 here as number, it will raise power of 2. Okay, it's raised power of 2. This term now becomes what? A power law of logarithm. This term now becomes a power law of logarithm. Now that this one will multiply by this part, this power of 2 here will multiply by this logarithm, that will be equal to 2. That will be equal to 2 log, okay, 2 log 2 base 2. So this log 2 base 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so 1 multiplied by this 2, we get what? This 2. I get now. So that means that we need this expression here, okay, to replace what? This 2. So you can say therefore this 2 is equal to here. This 2 is equal to, we have the log of 2 raised power. Okay, things we cannot contain that. Let me drag this one down here. So that means that this 2 here is equal to, that is 2 log of base 2, and the base of 2 is base power of 2. I get now. So 2 is equal to log 2 base 2 base power of 2. Then we get our this 2. So anyway, you see this one, anyway, you see 2 now, you replace by our log 2 base power of 2 base 2. So this one means is to be equal to this. So it means that we have our log of of 2, log of 2 open bracket is multiplied by what is s what y plus what s is equal to. So this part of 2 is equal to, that is log of what, of 2 base 2 is part of what, of 2. Again now, that is log of 2 square with power log of 2 square base 2 will give us this 2. Again now if you look at it now, log base 2 is coming to both sides there, so this log base 2 can cancel each other, so this one will cancel this. So in this part, it means what? S plus sy, the sy plus s is equal to 2 raised power of 2, that is 2 raised power of 2. And 2 raised power of 2 here is equal to 4. So therefore, we have our sy plus s, okay? Sy plus s is equal to, that is 2 raised power of 2, that is equal to 4, that is equal to as 4. So this one will be equal to equation 2. This should be equation 2. Now you big for, okay, before I proceed to this, okay, before I proceed, if you have any question, let me know. Before I move to the next step, if you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, let me know. If it is well understood, let me know in the comment section by saying let's go. If it is understood, let me know in the comment section by saying let's go. Let me write the equation 1 and equation 2, let me write together, so then we solve it. The equation 1 is stated that is sy minus s is equal to we have 8. It's equal to 8. That is equation 1. And the equation 2 we have sy, okay, plus what s is equal to we have 4, and this should be the equation 2. Again, this will be equation 2. So the next step we have to do here. This question is very long. That is why I say that it's very important to listen to this very well. So the next step you have to do here, you use the simultaneous equation. You can use any method in simultaneous equation to solve this. But I'll be using emulation method to solve this simultaneous equation. Now, in this place now, we have to emulate this word to make it easy. You have to eliminate what sy from this part. Okay, you want to find the value of s here, because this s can easy to find the value of s here. So to find the value of s here, you have to find the means what to eliminate, to cancel this sy for this place down. Now, how do you cancel this sy for this place down? That means that you have to subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Okay, we subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So when you subtract equation 2 from equation 1, it now becomes that this minus this, before the first write this equation 1 first, that is s minus 1 minus this, that is minus s minus sy, and also this one we have minus what s minus this equation 2, that is minus open bracket plus what s close bracket here. I get them to be equal to, so this equation 1 that is 8 what minus what 4. I get them now. Sy minus sy, this one will give us 0. Okay, this one will give us 0. Now remains what minus s, now remains what minus what s minus times plus that give us minus, we have minus what s again. If you open this sign, that is minus times plus will give us minus, that's why it has what this minus s to be equal to, so 8 minus 4, that will give us, if you subtract 4 from 8, that will give us what as 4. Are you following now? This will give us as 4. Now, minus s, that will give us minus what? 2 what? S is equal to 4. This was minus s minus 4. That means that we have minus s here. You have minus s before, and if subtract by minus s, it will give us minus 2s. Again, down we give us minus 2s. Now, to get the value of s here, you have to divide both sides by the coefficient. Okay, divide both sides by the equation of s, and the equation of s is minus 2. So divide both sides by minus 2 and divide this one by what? By minus what? 2. So this minus 2 cancel minus 2 here. So this one 2 here, 1, 2 in 4, that is what? 2. So that means that here s remains what? Minus 2 here. This minus we have it there, that means what? Minus 2. So you can say therefore here our s there is equal to what? Minus 2. So we have get the value of s is equal to minus 2. Our s is equal to minus 2. Now, to get the value of y, because the questions ask to find what s and y. So to get the value of y here, you can put it into of this equation. we can put it into any of these equation, either in equation 1 or in equation 2, we still get the same answer. Okay, now let me put it into equation 1. Okay, I would like to use this in equation 1. So if I use equation 1, so I know that put, okay, so let me try to read this spell out. Let me read this spell out. So let's put this word s. You can see that therefore we are put, okay, put s. This one is put s. Now the put s is equal to minus 2 into, okay, equation 1, into equation, okay, into equation 1. We put it into equation 1, and in equation 1 we have it as s, y minus s is equal to, we have 8. That is the equation 1. So let's put it into equation 1. Anywhere you see s, we put by what? Minus 2. And here we have s here. So that means that we have what? Minus what? And we have minus 2 multiplied by y, that is minus 2 what? Y. Minus, here we have s here, and s is equal to minus 2. So I have to open bracket here and put what? Minus 2 here to be equal to what? 8. Now, if we should open this bracket here, minus times minus will give us plus. So therefore, this one becomes minus what? Minus 2y, now plus what? Plus 2. I get now to be equal to what? Equal to 8. Now, we want to find the value of this y. Let's take this one, let's call it right time. This plus 2, let's take to the other side here. That's what? Minus y equal to, that is 8. This plus 2, when it comes to the other side there, if we turn to minus, we have minus what? Minus 2. So 8 minus 2, that will give us what? 6. So that means that we have 2y is equal to what? Is equal, sorry, here is 2y. So here is minus 2y, okay, so we have minus 2y, we have minus 2y, okay, minus 2y is equal to, minus 2y is equal to, if you subtract this from this, that is give us a 6. Now we have a 6. So let me try to create space. So from this part now, you can make what this y dissociative formula, whereby you divide both sides by the coefficient of y. And so when you divide both the coefficient of y, which is minus 2, so divide this by minus 2, divide this by what? By minus 2. So this is what minus 2, we cancel minus 2 here. It means y is equal to, now in this part 2 here, 1, 2 in 6, that's what? 3. So that means that our y is equal to minus 3 here. So our y is equal to minus 3. So our answer to y is equal to minus 3. So we can say therefore the value of s is equal to minus 2. Again now, common, the value of y is equal to minus 3. So that is the answer, and that is step by step to solve this question. You can see how long is this question. This is a WAEC question. I pick it from WAEC past question. So these are the step by step to solve this question. So if you have any question, you can let me know. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section if you have any question. And if you don't have any question, we can proceed. If you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, if you have any question, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section, please, before I proceed with the next okay, no question. So okay, in essence of no question, in answer of no question, let me in case you guys miss those of you that just joining us, so I will drop the the material. So if you need the material to be the end of this logarithm, we still have a lot of questions on that logarithm, but for the sake of this live, because we still have a lot of topic to touch, okay, we still have a lot of topic to touch. So for the sake of this, okay, so am I writing down? So I'm writing down how will I recognize the topic. Okay, if we're talking about this logarithm, you always see log there. You understand? If you are talking about logarithm, you always see log there. You see something that have log of a number, log of something. We always see that. If you see the example I'll be giving you is small now. If you see the example I will give you is small, since 3 days that we started this class, you see there is, you only ask log will be there, so we identify that okay, this question belongs to logarithm. You understand? You always see log. If you see the question I'll be giving you, you only ask log. I get on. That is how we recognize it. We only ask log. Do you understand? We only ask log. That is how you be recognize it. It will only ask log. Do you understand? It will be having log. Because see all this one having log of 3 log something. It always add log. So that is how you recognize it. So before I will end the live, I will have a lot of questions under this logarithm in which I will share it to the group. But if you need this material, okay, this notes that I use here, if you need this note that I use here, this will be the lesson note. This is the note I'm using here. So if you need this note, I would like you to message me on WhatsApp. I will send this note to the group. Okay, because this note is only meant for people that go to the live. You can't come to me if you don't go to live. If you are not joining in our live class, if you just message me, I'll ask questions for you. If you are not from the live, that is why I say that you should mark attendance. Okay, it's very, very important. I know people that mark attendance. That I know people that always come to the live every day. So that is why I said I should mark attendance. Okay, I know your name. If you tell me that this you are so person from the live, okay, you need the materials, you need the lesson notes, I will send you. But if you just message me that you need a lesson note and I don't, the name you tell me is not from the live, so I'm sorry, I won't able to send it to you, or else if you ask a question and you get the answer correctly, I will send you the material. But this live is only meant for people that always come to this, that attend this live. This material is only meant for them, and I'll be sending to you in PDF format. So request for it. So if you haven't joined, if you are just joining us, we haven't yet joined our community, I've shared you the link to join the community. So if you have any question before I sorry, the network went off here. So if you have any question before I end the live, you can let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section if you have any question. So guys, shall we call it a day? Shall we call it a day? Shall we call it a day? So thank you guys for attending today live class. Thank you guys for attending today live class. So okay, in absence of you guys not having any question, I would like you to say bye. So we shall meet another tomorrow. That will be the next day of this live class. That will be the 9th day of this live class. Thank you very much. So let's meet tomorrow for another interesting mathematics class where we'll be moving to the next topic, and the next topic I'll be disclose it for you in the group. Okay, I'll be exposed for you in the group. So thank you very much. May God bless you guys for joining us. Okay, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. So if you haven't joined our group, maybe I just watched it for the first time, I've dropped the link to join our support community. So from there, you can get update from us of any questions. I told you earlier that we have a lot of questions under this logarithm, in which we are enabled to be finish it in this live class. But if you need it, I will still drop the link to access all these questions for this upcoming. These are the likely questions you should be expecting in this upcoming examination. Okay, they are the likely questions you should be expecting in this upcoming examination. So we have a lot of questions, like up to 40 plus under this logarithm, that you can get people prepared for this upcoming examination. So I will still drop it for you. But I said for this live, if you need this lesson notes, if you know that you need this lesson note, you can also message me on WhatsApp. Okay, you can also message me on WhatsApp. And if you're not joining this live, don't message me on WhatsApp. So thank you very much. May God bless you. Let's meet again for another interesting mathematics class. God bless you. Say bye for now. Let's say bye.